Hey everyone, welcome to Be Feminine. Imagine a 78-year-old woman here with you today, diving into a topic as personal and sensitive as this. When I was young, discussions like these were kept tightly under wraps, swept under the rug. Sex was barely mentioned, let alone conversations about how often one should or shouldn't reach their peak. But look how much things have changed. And honestly, I'm grateful they did. Today, we can finally discuss these topics openly, without taboo or embarrassment, but with respect. And believe me, learning about our bodies never loses its importance. I've always been a curious soul, so when I noticed this topic coming up more and more, I thought, why not address it? Do people really understand how deeply it impacts our health? Because whether you're young or older, sexuality is a part of who we are, and the well-being it brings truly knows no age. Before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever really thought about the impact that ejaculation has on the body? And I'm not just referring to the act itself, but everything it signifies for physical, emotional, and mental health. Many assume it's only tied to fleeting pleasure, but there's much more beneath the surface. Maybe you've wondered, is it healthy to ejaculate daily? Or could it have unintended effects on your health? Or what happens if you stop altogether? These aren't new questions, but the answers may surprise you. What fascinates me is how this topic stirs up both curiosity and hesitation. For so long, we've accepted myths and taboos around the male body and ejaculation. Let's take a moment to break those down. I remember when I was younger, hearing stories that if a man wasted his sexual energy, he'd become weak, losing his vitality. Older men would sometimes worry about how often they finished, as if it was something they needed to conserve for later years. Today, we understand that the human body is more adaptable and resilient than that. Yet science is still uncovering how practices like ejaculation, or even abstaining from it, affect our health. It's more than just pleasure. It's about longevity, emotional stability, and even disease prevention. So, before we go any further, take a moment to reflect. What's your relationship with your body? How do you view your sexuality? And perhaps most importantly, how open are you to exploring these ideas? Let's set aside judgment and approach this with curiosity. If there's one thing I've learned over 78 years, it's that knowledge can be freeing. When it comes to health, especially sexual health, it's never too late to learn something new. Now, let's focus on a topic that doesn't get enough attention: prostate health. It might seem distant or irrelevant to some, but believe me, this small gland plays a vital role in every man's life. And yes, it's directly connected to the question at hand. Could frequent ejaculation have a positive impact? Health is a fascinating subject, and science, always curious like me, has delved into what happens when a man maintains an active and regular sex life. To the surprise of many, this process goes beyond just immediate pleasure. It appears to also play a crucial role in keeping the prostate healthy. But how does this work? Let's think about it together. The prostate produces part of the seminal fluid, which protects and transports sperm when there's a higher frequency of sexual activity or stimulation. This fluid is produced and expelled more consistently. Now, consider what happens if this process stops for an extended period. Evidence suggests that such stagnation might not be healthy. Recent studies have highlighted an intriguing aspect of male sexual health: the link between ejaculation frequency and the risk of prostate issues, including prostate cancer. Research indicates that men who regularly ejaculate, especially more than 21 times a month, may enjoy added protection against prostate disease. The theory is that regular ejaculation helps maintain fluid flow within the prostate, preventing the buildup of potentially harmful substances. Frequent expulsion of semen can reduce inflammation and other conditions that might contribute to cancer over time. This protective effect has been observed in various studies comparing prostate cancer incidence among men with differing ejaculation frequencies. Those with more active sex lives show significantly lower risks of developing this disease. Additionally, higher ejaculation frequency is associated with increased production of antioxidants and beneficial compounds that can safeguard prostate cells. These findings provide intriguing insight into how regular sexual activity can contribute not only to pleasure but also serve as a preventative measure against serious health issues. Thus, maintaining a healthy ejaculation routine could be a vital factor in preserving prostate health as we age. Of course, we must remember that health is multifactorial. It encompasses a combination of factors like diet, physical activity, and genetics. However, the connection between sexual frequency and prostate function certainly warrants consideration. Moreover, the sense of well-being following sexual release isn't just emotional. Ejaculation triggers the release of hormones like prolactin and oxytocin, which promote relaxation and tranquility. Feeling relaxed and relieved can directly impact overall health. When the body releases built-up tension, it tends to function more harmoniously. And we can't overlook the effects of aging. As we grow older, our bodies and hormonal functions change. However, maintaining an active sex life can help sustain both physical health and vitality. This doesn't imply that everyone needs to engage in a frantic sex life. Rather, it's essential to recognize that sexual health is a vital part of the broader picture of men's well-being. Now, before we jump to conclusions, I want to clarify that the ideal frequency for ejaculation varies from person to person. What works for one individual may not be suitable for another. The key takeaway is that allowing the body to function naturally can provide benefits that extend far beyond fleeting pleasure. But what if someone chooses not to ejaculate as frequently? Could that lead to problems? Let's explore that question further. Let's explore what happens when the body chooses to hold onto sexual energy for extended periods. First, we need to clarify what seminal retention means. Essentially, it's the practice of avoiding ejaculation during intercourse or abstaining from it for prolonged durations. Some men intentionally do this to conserve their physical, mental, or spiritual energy or to enhance their long-term sexual performance. But is this practice genuinely effective, or are we just looking at another trend? This concept may sound unusual to many. After all, in our modern society, which prioritizes pleasure and instant gratification, there's rarely any discussion about the potential benefits of not ejaculating. Yet, I must admit that there are passionate supporters of this practice who claim that by retaining their energy, they feel stronger, more focused, and even more masculine. Now, let's address the key question. What does science say about this? Is there a physiological basis that backs this practice, or is it merely a fad lacking solid foundations? The reality is that there is still much to uncover in this field. Reports on the benefits of seminal retention largely come from personal anecdotes and experiences. Many men assert that reducing their ejaculation frequency leads to heightened energy levels, improved mental clarity, less fatigue, and a heightened sex drive that keeps them alert and productive. Conversely, some medical professionals argue that holding onto semen for too long can lead to discomfort, tension buildup, and even nocturnal emissions, where the body naturally expels excess semen during sleep. This suggests that for many individuals, the body instinctively regulates itself by releasing what it doesn't need, indicating that enforced retention might not be as natural as it appears. There's also an emotional aspect to consider. For some, retention can foster a sense of self-control and empowerment, while for others, it can lead to frustration, anxiety, and an unwarranted increase in sexual tension. This is where things get complicated because ultimately, the goal should be to enhance well-being. It doesn't make sense to adhere to a practice that results in more anxiety than benefits. Still, seminal retention remains a phenomenon that captivates many men, sparking curiosity and debate. Some individuals seek out seminal retention as a form of detox from the societal pressures surrounding sexuality, while others believe it can enhance their sex lives over time by providing greater control over their emotions and impulses. Regardless of the reason, what matters most is that each man understands his body and recognizes what works best for him. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. For some, retention may bring clarity and energy, while for others, regular ejaculation is key to maintaining balance in both body and mind. The essential part is knowing your limits and ensuring your practices align with your physical and emotional well-being. Having discussed both frequency and retention, it's time to tackle one of the most intricate yet vital aspects of sexual health: the harmony between body and mind. This is perhaps the most challenging aspect of the entire discussion, as what benefits the body doesn't always correlate with what benefits the mind, and vice versa. This balance becomes even more delicate when we address ejaculation. In terms of sexual health, achieving equilibrium between body and mind is crucial. Regular ejaculation can yield numerous benefits, including stress relief, improved prostate health, better sleep quality, a stronger immune system, and an uplifted mood. These advantages stem from the release of hormones like oxytocin and prolactin, which promote feelings of relaxation and well-being. However, when ejaculation occurs too frequently, it may lead to physical fatigue, a temporary decrease in testosterone levels, and emotional exhaustion, negatively impacting mood and motivation. On the other hand, some advocate for seminal retention, delaying ejaculation for extended periods as a method to boost physical energy, enhance mental clarity, and promote emotional regulation. Yet, holding onto semen for too long can also lead to frustration, tension, and even physical discomfort, such as nocturnal emissions or pain. Ultimately, understanding this delicate balance between body and mind is vital for maintaining overall sexual health. Each individual must navigate these waters carefully to find what works best for them. In conclusion, both frequent ejaculation and its retention come with their own set of benefits and drawbacks. The key is to discover what resonates best with your body and mind. Each person has their unique rhythm, and it's essential to pay attention to the signals your body sends, aiming for a harmonious balance that supports both sexual and emotional health. Now, let's address a crucial question. What has been your experience with this? Have you noticed how your body responds in various situations? Are you eager to delve deeper into understanding how sexual health influences your overall life? So, my dear friends, here's my advice: live your life with wisdom, love, and self-respect. Whatever choices you make, ensure they are for your own benefit, not dictated by others' beliefs about right or wrong. That's the lesson I've gathered over my years, and I hope it helps you uncover your own truths. If this conversation has sparked your interest, don't miss the opportunity to continue exploring this subject. Please give this video a thumbs up to help spread this important knowledge, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated on our latest content. Share this video with your friends, especially those who might benefit from this crucial discussion. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the video, so please leave a comment below and let us know where you're tuning in from. And for those who want to dive even deeper into this topic, don't go anywhere. A link to our next video will pop up on your screen, where you can learn more about optimizing your sexual health in a simple and natural way. Click on the video and continue this enlightening journey with us.